He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
To the air, it's Carr. He's got him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room, it's Love. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Love. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking left. All alone as he catches it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. Stumbled to the ground.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Purdue's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying the left side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Slithers into space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for a gap. It's Love. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense defense knows it's coming. That ball, where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
On the run, it's McCoby. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Unloads quickly. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Jukes his way for more. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Now that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pauling. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The RPO, it's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Carr. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure him, pressure him.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! Turning on the Jets! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll immediately call timeout. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.